Okay, loves, I am back to show you the gel printing session results from yesterday's video, and then to do a journal page with some of the papers. So I had such a good time. It's always a relaxing place for me to do some gel printing. It just awakens creativity, and the more, like, the first few sheets that you do as you're gel printing are a little slow, and then it's like, because the plate gets built up with color and grungy and good and all the things, and so so good. So anyway, I want to just show you so this is my journal. Let me scooch this over. So these are my cleanup pages, and I take, you know, like whatever I've got on my pages, and these are where I brayer off, and I brayered off in a couple of, you know, just regular copy paper sheets, but these will be like this will be wonderful backgrounds. It's interesting, there's a resist in here. Anyway, see, I can get lost in this process itself. So let me move that aside. Let me stick these back in there. Make sure I got everything. Everything's pretty dry, but just to make sure. Okay. So, and I'll be creating in my nothing journal for our journal page. And then here are my sheets, my printing. Now, I used a variety of different things. I didn't use as many of the papers as I thought I would. I just got lost in the building of the layers and forgot, which happens all the time. But I did use a few, and like this is an old time card. Oh man, I cannot wait. Like as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, I could use that in the journal page. Oh, I could use that. This is just a book page. And I know that these look like nothing. And I will say this, that as I started my gel printing session, I'm always building up backgrounds and layers first, because that kind of primes the gel plate. Plus, it gives me something to print on again if I need to, or to stencil on. And a lot of times what I do, and you'll see as we go through the stack, that I go in like color ways. Like this is multicolors, lots of different colors here. You can see that. This is just a scrap piece of paper. Another, this is like a book page, a dictionary page, just a piece of copy paper. And again, all these are kind of multicolored. This is rice paper. And I know you might think that this is not a big deal, but this will get used, I promise you, in something. Again, kind of multicolors, and I'm kind of working my way through to another colorway, thinking about that some of that color is going to be left over on the plate. And I never clean my plate because of this, because it picks up those underlayers, which is the best part. My favorite gel prints are never the first ones, and it's usually after I get through a few. It's always the ghost print that's always the best, that I love. This is actually on tracing paper, which is really interesting because it's very transparent. So I'm curious to see how this will go down. Look at how cool that is. Another piece of scrap paper. This was a vintage wallpaper. Just bits that are amazing to use. Look at that. And see, now I will stencil on top of these. But then now I've got all this layers kind of building up, and I start building sheets and stenciling on top of them. And so here's kind of that multicolor layer left over, and then a pickup of the flower, just flowers stencil. Look at this one, just flowers stencil. And this one was actually the first one, and these are usually not my favorite. The second or third print pull is always my favorite because it's soft and transparent, and it's picked up the layers from underneath. So like this is like all the grunginess on here. So this is my leftover, and this is one that I cleaned my stencil on. Look at how pretty. And then, so you can see my color shift is happening. So I'm kind of in this colorway. This is the Just Lines stencil. And this is just a mixture of color and a pickup, basically. And this has got polygons and I think circles or squares. And these are just pickup papers, and these are my favorite. This is lines and squares. Look at how yummy. It was interesting too, I'll say this, because I used my gouache, and I haven't used gouache on my gel plate. It had a little bit of a resist, and maybe because that's kind of got a watercolor, like a water base, but I really like it. It's really interesting. Squares and lines and polygons, yummy. You just can't do this any other way except with your gel plate, wearing it out or brushing it out, however. And this is a pickup page, or maybe it was a clean off page too, because I did a lot of clean off on my deli papers, and these are all deli papers. And I started just going to deli paper because I was so excited. I forgot. Yeah, yummy. See, okay, so this is a cleanup page of this one, I think. Yeah, cleanup page of this one. And this is my favorite. It's soft, it's grungy, it's subtle, it's vintagey. Yum. I love this sheet with the vintage paper. Love it. Yeah, very, very happy. I love this. I love the background, because the background, once I get it down, is going to be transparent. So it's going to add this subtle bit of grunge. Same with the flowers. And then I do another color shift. So I go into some blues. And the reason I do that is so that I have all these different colors for whatever project I'm working on. And this is the Just Lines. This is the angles, mask and lines. This is just kind of the pickup parts. I actually was doing a cleanup, and I had too much paint on there, but that's still okay, because the subtle design in here is fantastic. I don't know if you can see it or not on camera. This one, I love this. I love even the creases with the paper. Love that. But this is picking up the lines stencil and the mask. This is just some plain old grungy goodness right here. I was going to stencil on top of that and then got distracted. Of course. That's totally me. Saw something shiny, squirrel. And then again, color shift into some greens. Circles, polygons. Not sure what this extra is. It was just cleanup. Yeah, it was, because this was just the extra parts of the plate. Again, same, but this is the pickup, and that little bit of resist in there from the paint is fabulous. Love it. Then another color shift into some sienna and some greens, and I'm thinking about that as I'm putting my color on my plate of you know, what color is going to show through. And you notice I didn't clean my plate at all. This is so yummy good. A little bit of that teal in there, a little of the green. Then a kind of another color shift. I'm going grungy here. But look at this, like this is the texture of the previous paper. Pull. Look at that. So very happy about this. And I know I didn't use any stencils on this. It makes me happy. This is the Urban Words the mask, the Just Angles mask. Love this stencil, and I love this sheet right here. Makes my grungy heart happy. Wait, we're getting more grungy. This is the Urban Words. Oh yeah. Hello. Look at, so this has got some Urban Words. It's got some just lines. It's got the door stencil in there. Do you know how this is? Oh, so good. And this is kind of the pickup of grungy goodness. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. There's another one that's even better though. I love this. Like, I think I even pointed at, like, because I love the edges. The edges where all the buildup is, cleaning that up makes me happy. Oh, this one, this is this was part of the flower section. Didn't get in the flower section, but look at how pretty. Look at the lines from the paper. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Look at this door. Oh, you betcha I'm using that. Look at that. Oh, so very happy. And then this is just extra, like, cleanup paper. Oh, yes. And these are tissue paper, deli paper. I did a combination of the tissue paper and deli paper for the most part. Try and put these back in order. Okay. So that is the result of my gel printing session. I used all of my new stencils. If you haven't watched that, go back to the last video and I'll have it linked here as well. But now I'm going to take some of these papers and create a journal page. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and relax, and I'm just going to turn the camera on and put some music on and just create. So I hope you enjoy the project.